Okay, so
Yep.
we are going to cut back to our lovely group on the inside. It's been an hour since Jeff left.
An hour?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And you haven't heard anything from anybody? He hasn't seemed to have gotten any help?
I'm like probably pouring like, the upteenth drink, and I'm like looking at Zach like, did he like fuck off home or something?
Yeah, you guys have been playing what seemingly is some sort of strip drink card game.
Oh no,
just for fun.
Yeah, I'm probably like in my underwear.
Yeah, exactly. And you've been losing. Yeah, you're just in your underwear. And you're just sort of like, okay, where is he? Do you think he's like... Do you think he just didn't tell them?
Yeah, I mean, possibly. And as I said, did he like fuck off home or something?
I think he hated us. Maybe we were too mean to him.
Yeah, and like she said, like, you've been too mean to him, I'm thinking like, shit. Probably.
Yeah. Well, whatever, he was weird anyway.
Yeah, but that still begs the question of we need to fucking sort this shit out.
Right.
We need to get Cassandra some help.
You're right. Cassandra. Maybe we should, like... I don't know. Do we have a medikit here? Do we have, like, a first aid kit here?
Oh, no.
I didn't think about that. And she, like, and Zach is just stuffs and, like... We should look. And, like, Zach gets up. Yeah, Zach gets up from the and just starts looking around, like, in different cupboards and stuff for, like, a first aid kit. What would you like to do, Derek?
Do I know of any first aid kits that would be?
You know that any single time anybody had anything happen to them, because once Gabe cut his hand open with a knife while he was cutting something to make food, an EMS guy ran in immediately and bandaged him up.
Yeah,
they have people babysitting you guys like 24/7, right? Just on the other side of the studio.
No, this shit has definitely got Derek thinking. Because he knows for a fact that if anything like as serious as this would happen, which is very fucking serious, someone would have done something.
Yeah, you're kind of you're the only smart one in the building right now. So
he's got like a bottle of like cold, beer against his head, and he's like sort of thinking to himself as Zach runs off to get the
first aid kit.
Yeah. Like she'll probably go off and get it, and I'll probably still be sitting there like in silence, like, and then I relay that shit to Zach.
As she's like going around, searching through all the cabinets or whatever, just like bending over with her like short skirt being way too short, just exposing everything, just unclassy. Yeah, just unclassy.
Like and I'm speaking out loud, just. Surely they would have come in already. Send in a medical team while they're on break,
Well, they're not coming, so we just have to figure out what to do ourselves. But yeah, it does seem kind of strange, doesn't it, that they would just leave us here.
And he's sort of like, really thinking hard,
Yeah, exactly. Smartest man, really having to chew on this whole situation.
Yeah. And he's like, well, I mean, I know I said they might be on lunch or, something like that, but it's been an hour.
That's right. And Cassandra's face she's effed up. Like he just like looks at, she like goes across to like, she's effed up. Like effed up.
Right, so can you handle that shit?
I could try. Let me see if Zach has any medical stuff. He does.
Good. Thank God for that. Yeah, because I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I could, I could try. I did take a CPR class when I was the lifeguard. You're like, that doesn't make you qualified at all to deal with that.
I just sort of nod and smile, you know, like...
Yeah. Oh, God. All right, well, we should probably go up there and check on her then.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Right. Well, I might need, like, an assistant.
She looking at me like...
Yeah, exactly, like...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be right up.
Right. Wash your hands.
As he just takes a fucking huge
drink
of beer.
I like your method acting right now.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought I'd get in character this time. Yeah. So he probably stands up because his hands, you know, sort of sticky with like foam of the beer that had run out and stuff. So he goes over to the sink, he flings it open. You know, does all that shit. Turn it off.
So here's the thing. You start to twist the sink, right? And the sink for a second just kind of vibrates and goes, and then water starts to shoot out of it. But it's brown and it stinks. It stinks really bad. The water that's just pouring out onto the sink.
Do we have any like hand cleanser stuff? Because I'll probably go like, oh fuck.
You have one of those little things that you go up and, you know, you like, it's the automatic like hand dispenser.
Yeah, I'll do that and just do that instead because like fuck the plumbing, you know. There's serious shit going on right now. So.
Yeah, and it's the thing that's weird about that to you is that you noticed, Derek, when you first were brought in and given a tour of this place, is that they hooked you up not to the central water system, but you guys have your own actual water system built in for this place. It's a water tank.
Right.
So that's just weird to you. Yeah. That's weird to you that it would come out and smell.
So, yeah, I'm probably thinking to myself that like an animal has got into it or something while they have been gone, as I think they have been.
Yeah.
And it's time to, turn that shit off real quick so it doesn't sink out the place. Wash my hands with the alcohol hand stuff, and then just sort of head upstairs. I'm like, you know, like as someone who's had like one too many drinks and is just overthinking stuff, and it's like, shit, I'm gonna help this person whose face is coming off. You know, and he's like, you know, shitting himself about the whole ordeal. So he's like, yeah, I got it. And he goes upstairs to join Zach.
Nice. So yeah, you go upstairs to join Zach, and Zach is over Cassandra right now.
Okay.
And he's just sort of like prepping all of this like stuff. He has like cotton swabs and all these other things out of the smallest little first aid kit that you can see. It's like this tiny little pink box that has a couple band-aids and all these other things in it, and some alcohol wipes. Yeah, and some like alcohol wipes. So he's just like trying to prep stuff. And he's just like, I think we're gonna need more. Can you get some wet towels from the other room?
And yeah, I nod like yeah. And then I'll go over to the bathroom or wherever and just sort of prepare that shit. Nice,
yeah, and you wet up the towels. And as you start to come back with the wet towels, you notice that Gabe was sitting on the bed across from Cassandra. But at this point, he's really, really close to Cassandra, just sort of like over her. And it looks like Cassandra's whispering up into his ear or something, because she's really close to him. And she kind of has like her hand on like the back of his head. And Zach is faced the other way, just sort of like, you know, like doing his own thing. And yeah, you expect the secret to kind of end, but Gabe is still there, and he's just sort of like, because his back is to you, right? And every so often he just kind of like moves.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over. I'm just gonna like double check. I'm just gonna sort of like look her over, sort of thing.
Yeah. So you walk over. So are you gonna walk around the bed?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you start to walk around the bed, what you see is Cassandra has wrapped her mouth around Gabe's lips, and his eyes are rolled up into the back of his head. And he is bleeding out of his mouth. She is attached by her mouth onto the front of his face and is just chewing on him. And he's just there.
Like, my first thought is like fucking kids and they're making out and shit, and I'm like, Gabe, huh?
No, oops, not that.
Ooh, sound like a lie.
Yeah, so it was just like so she's just chewing on his face, and he's just there.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay,
like I said, his eyes are rolled back into the back of his head. Zach has noticed none of this.
Derek sort of puts his arm like around like this, sort of under his arms and behind his head, and he's just gonna like try to pull him away from. Cassandra.
So you grab his head and start to try and pull, and as you pull, we see literally like a piece of rubber. His lips are attached inside her mouth, and they start to pull away and expand. And as you pull him back, all of the front part of this flesh just comes off of Gabe's face, so it's just exposing a skeletal smile as he gets pulled backwards, and he lands on top of you, right? And you fall onto the floor, and Gabe is now on top of you, and he's just completely motionless, just laying on top of you. And a little bit of blood starts trickling out of his face area and just landing on your forehead.
Derek is pretty fucked at this point because he's been like drinking all day, so he's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" Sort of as this guy's falling on him with his face missing and stuff. So he's like, "Shit," and he like puts him on the ground. And he looks at Cassandra, and she's like eating his face.
Yeah, she's just like.
She looks at him. Oh no!
Yeah, and she starts to sit up, and at this point, like Zach is still just there, just like. So.
Yeah, like Zach.
I think we're gonna need. Can you get me a bottle of Stone? Like he's just there. Just like, can you get me a bottle of Stone?
Zach, for fuck's sake.
Yes, darling. And she looks, and she's just like, what the f? Like just look at the situation. What the f? And at this point, I want you to roll me initiative.
What's your thing, darling?
So click on your old picturino here.
This is a bad time to be a method actor, I tell you. Yes, I'm
just hammered.
Well, no. I mean, I've only had like.
Okay, because Cassandra rolls a 12.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, Cassandra.
No.
No, please, no.
We can't both die, alright, man? You're good, right? You're good at your job?
I'll fuck him up, boy. Don't worry. I'll headbutt him.
Okay. If you say so.
Zach is going to roll initiative as well, but he's going to act next turn. Nice. Zach gets a 12, and he has a higher dex than Cassandra, so he gets a 13. He will go before her next round. What did you roll? A 5?
I rolled a 9 for my initiative. Yeah, so my initiative is 9, so I'm still last. But...
Yeah. So, I'm just going to get the music going.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, Cassandra... So, Zach is going to skip this turn. He just looks at him and is like, what the F? And Cassandra is just going to just, like, get up out of her chair really fast and just, like... And she just runs straight at you, and she's going to run at you. Get up, and she's going to try and put her hands around your neck. And you still have Gabe on top of you, by the way.
Oh my God! All right, cool.
So at this point, I want you to make me a contested what's it called?
Brawling.
Brawling. Well, you can try and get out of the way as well. But yeah, she's going to try and wrap her hands around your neck. Okay, so she rolled a 4. Yeah, so she comes up and you just grab her hands and just like pull them away, right? Yeah, and you're just like, get out of here. And she's her tiny frame, and she's just down at you like she's just making all these awful sounds and like going and like blood is falling out of her mouth. And she's moving like she's on speed, like she's just twitching and like going like
yeah, like she's had just a really ridiculous surge of energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, that is Cassandra's turn. What would you like to do? You still have Gabe on top of you, by the way, but you have Cassandra's hands.
Okay, I want to sort of roll over so she's on the bottom between me and Gabe, and I want to essentially just put as much distance between me and the zombie or Cassandra as possible and drag Gabe with me.
Okay.
And like
so,
beckon.
Gabe is pretty heavy, so to get him off, I'm gonna have you roll me a strength test, which is a difficult. So I'm just gonna make you do like a -3 to it because he's a big boy. He weighs like almost 300 pounds.
So just strength -3, yeah.
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 Nice. So yeah, you're able to move him and get him off of you.
And I'm like shouting to Zach, like I'm like fucking motioning towards the door with my head.
Yeah.
You know.
What would you like to do with Cassandra? Because you still have her by the hands, and her hands are like, like trying to like claw at you, but they can't. And her head's like twitching and like fucking.
She's above me, right? So
Yeah.
what I want to do, I want to roll over, so it's like Cassandra, Gabe, and me, and then pull Gabe with me. So she's on the floor and I'm pulling Gabe. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you're trying to keep Gabe away from her. So you just want to knock her to the ground, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so if you're gonna knock her to the ground, we're gonna do another contested brawling, if that's cool with you. But for you, you're gonna take a -2 because this is your second action.
Yeah, right, sure.
So she rolls a 5. So yeah, you just push her to the ground, and she hits the ground, you know, and slams against the wall. It's just like, and yeah, you're still holding Gabe.
Yeah, so I'm pulling sort of on like my arms underneath Gabe's arms, like in his armpits, sort of thing, like pulling him. Like Zach, like fucking motion towards the door. She's gone.
Yeah, and Zach is like,
you know.
Got it. And she goes over and grabs a blanket off of the bed and holds it up like this. And she runs over to Cassandra and is going to try and pin Cassandra down with this blanket. So at this point, I'm going to have Zach make a contested brawling. He's just going to try and pin her to the floor, right?
I bet Zach's got like fucking 10.
So he rolls a 10, and she is going to roll. And yeah, so he goes and he pins her down, and below the blanket, it's just thrashing back and forth, right? And you just hear as he's just Cassandra's just whipping back and forth, and Zach's got her. He's pinned her down to the ground by the blanket, and you can see her face pressing up against the fabric.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm pulling this Gabe out, and I'm like, Zach. I'm like, my eyes are wide. I'm like, fuck, Zach, come on, dude. You know, let's get out.
What are we supposed to do? Because what happened to Cassandra? Like, he's just looking down, like, what is wrong with her? And he's starting to cry.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. I was like, she's gone fucking batshit, mate. Just leave her. Come on.
And as you're doing that, you're holding up Gabe, and he starts to.
Okay.
And he starts to twitch. I'm gonna roll Gabe's initiative.
Not Gabe.
Gabe, don't eat me!
He's a tubber. He's gonna be hard.
I'm not lasagna. I don't taste nice.
I don't taste good. Don't eat me. Please.
I'm like fucking raw calamari. Get roasted.
God.
Rolls an 8.
Okay.
Okay, so he is going to act after you.
Okay. So do I notice him spazzing out and starting to get?
Yeah. He starts
to,
and he starts to, and you hear his neck as soon as he like it just like cracks a little bit. And then it's like.
Okay, so I know I get the impression that he's suffering the same thing as whoever, and my intelligent brain is telling me like something like, you know, some stupid like rabies or, you know.
Mm-hmm.
On this line.
You were standing right across from a closet, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him in the closet.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. So you're gonna. Yes, you're just gonna throw him. So at this point, he's still twitching. So you're able to do that without a contested roll.
Yep. So I just sort of put him in there, shut him. It's like, fucking wait until you calm down.
Yeah. And you throw him in there, and you see him go down and fall over a bunch of Cassandra's shoes, and he topples in. And as he falls in, he just like he looks up at you, and his eyes are white as he looks up at you, and he's like, ah! And then you just shut the door. So you just slam the door shut, and then you can hear him bang against the door, and he starts to just on the door.
So I'm like motioning to Zach, like, come on, for fuck's sake, let's get out of here and shut these weirdos in here.
Yeah. So if you're going to leave the closet by itself, Gabe is going to try and slam out of it.
Okay. I mean, I'm probably holding it closed while he's in there, but
yeah. So Gabe at this point is going to back up against it and then try and use his body. So he's going to run at it and slam his body against it, but you know, not with his arms, just kind of like hitting his head against it as well. So I'm going to make him roll his strength.
Who's this, sorry?
This is this is Gabe slamming against the inside of the closet.
Oh, that's the strength.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's not
Get
good.
shit on, kid.
No.
So nice. So yeah. So you're holding it, and the thing is that when he hits against the door, you get back. You know, you get hit away from it, and then you're like, no, and you slam it shut again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you slam it shut, and then you start to put your foot down, And Zach is just standing there with Cassandra held down with the blanket. And he's like, what do we do? Like, he's just like crying incoherently.
Yeah, is there a lock? Do I know if there's a lock on the bunk doors or something like that?
You know that there's a big statue of an alien giving the middle finger outside of it that you might be able to use to barricade the door.
Yeah, so I'll relay that to Zach. I'll be like, you fucking lock these fuckers in here until they calm down, alright? Like, you know.
Would I do it, Cassandra? Like, he's just like holding, and then you just see this face underneath, like trying to bite out of the.
Fuck it, they'll be fine. Come on, you know, like. Yeah.
So you guys start to run by, and as you try to run by, Cassandra tries to grab you, and Zach steps on her hand, and you hear a crunch as he breaks every single knuckle in her hand, and he's like, oh my god, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And he just starts to back up, and you guys like tiptoe out of the room, and then you slam the door shut. And you go over to the big alien. Yeah, you go over to the big alien, and you start to, with Zach, grab it and slide it over, and you're dragging it across the floor, making these huge scrapes because it's heavy. And you put it straight up against the door, and then you hear these two just banging on it from the other side, just like just banging up against it, and you guys are like.
Yeah, I'm sort of like putting my sort of head in my hands, like.
Yeah, and Zach is like, what the F was that? What's that?
I knew Cassandra's on drugs, but fucking Gabe?
Yeah, he's like, I've never seen him even walk fast.
Yeah, and I was sort of just, I'm like, fucking my eyes are wired, you know, just witnessed some like tragedy. I'm like, oh my god. So I'm gonna go downstairs and bring Zach with me and just like pour each of us a drink.
Yeah, so yeah, you start to pour yourself a drink, and as you go down, like Bryson, you see Bryson out in the garden, and he's out there blissfully unaware of what's going on. He has a hockey stick in his hands, and he's like doing some weird like judo like with it, you know, like just some. You're like, what are you doing? Like he's out there with himself, just entertaining himself by like flailing it around like Star Wars kid.
So I shakily pour Zach a drink, you know, whatever her tipple is, and just sort of pass it to her, like, you know, with a shaky hand, like.
So what is going on? I just don't even get what's going on. It's like everybody that was my friend isn't my friend, and then there's blood and stuff, and she's like, her face is falling off, and it's just like, I just don't even know what to do. I just don't even know.
Zach. And I grab him by the shoulders, and I'm like, Zach.
Yeah.
No, shaking him.
Yeah, and then he just kind of opens his eyes, like, he opens up one eye and looks at you, you know, like, from his, like...
Was Cassandra ill?
I mean, her face got, like, effed up. Yeah. She's, like, ill in the brain. But no, she wasn't, like... Because
I have, like, science biology.
Yeah.
So I kind of gathered, like, she was fucked up and she bit so-and-so, which made him fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Just think, was Cassandra ill at all? Did she have something when she came in?
I know that she, like, was talking about that she had, like, hemorrhoids, but I don't think that would do that. And you're just like, no. That's not the information I wanted.
Hemorrhoids!
Yeah, and I say, well,
God damn it.
I saw Cassandra biting him in the face, and
yeah.
And then Gabe started writhing and shouting and biting. Yeah, and I sort of like shivered like a little bit. I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm getting fucked up at this point, just thinking about it. I'm like, there's some weird shit going on, Zach.
Yeah, you're telling me. So, like, what do we do?
Well, we gotta leave them up there. If we keep them locked in there, they can't infect anyone else or hurt anyone else or whatever.
Well, like, where's the team? Like, where is the producers? I don't understand. I just wanted to just get the money and leave. I just want to win. like Zach just starts to, like, you know, do this, like, this like, wrist stuff, and you're just like, yeah. Zach, fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm, like, ignoring her, like, childish shit, and I'm like, if Jeff ran into someone, he would have told them, or at least whatever, right? If they're watching, they know what's happening, they would have sent someone in. So what the fuck? Where the fuck are they? It doesn't fucking. And I bang my head.
I don't even know. I don't know anything. And as you're saying that, you're like looking down and you see Hannah. And Hannah's down by the kitchen, and she goes over to the knife drawer, and she just like opens up the knife drawer, and then she grabs like the biggest knife that she can find, and she's still got her Walkman on or whatever. She's just standing there with a little frame, and she like looks up at you, and then she points. And out at the garden, the same door that Spencer came through, is Mary.
Uh-oh.
And Mary is just standing out there, like with her head tilted to the side or whatever. And Bryson hasn't even noticed her. He's just like flipping around the stuff.
God damn it.
And like checking himself out in the mirror. And yeah, she's cranked open one of the studio doors, and she's just like, moving around. She's got all of this pus dripping out of her mouth.
So she looks as if she's like got rabies or like something.
Yeah, she's like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah. So I would sort of immediately sort of like shush Zach and run over and get like enough knives for me to throw and have as a stabby.
Yeah.
Just like fucking knives and like put them all over me, and I've got one, and I'm like looking at her, and I look at Zach, I'm like motion head over towards her.
I don't believe in violence.
Right.
I'm a vegan.
And,
I'm a vegan.
Like, he put a beer down like on the kitchen canopies, and just picks it up, and he's like,
yeah.
And he sort of steadies himself, and he's got these like knives with him.
And Mary is walking very, very slowly up towards Bryson from behind, and he's just sitting there, and then like we get a shot of him being outside, and it's just the quiet courtyard besides him like kind of grunting every so often and just being like, "You are the man. You are the man." And then like we go back inside, and it's you like going through knives or whatever, like.
God damn.
Like fuck Paul, like Bryson. Oh, I shout his name. Bryson!
Bro. What's up, bro? Like he's just out there like with the hockey stick in one hand, like, what's up, bro?
I'm pointing behind him, like, behind you!
And he turns around and he sees Mary, and he's just like, dude, she's like drunk or something. And as he turns around and does this, she starts to just walk up behind him.
Like, she's got rabies, fucking run! Like...
And then, and here's the thing. She's going to come up, and she goes up and she bites onto Bryson's bicep. But you realize that Mary was an older woman, and Mary didn't have any teeth. So she's gumming Bryson's arm. She's just like, right, like on him, and then he's just like, bruh, not cool, bruh, like what the, and then he's just like, oh, and he's like looking, and there's like all this nasty stuff on him.
I just love that verb,
yeah,
gumming.
Like, Derek runs through like what he could say to Bryson's head, and he's like, she's got rabies, it will make you less attractive. And he just says
oh, bro, not cool, bro. And he just like jumps away from her, and as he jumps away from her, you are looking at Hannah, and you just see this little shadow move past you, right? This little tiny 5'3" chick, and she's just running up towards Mary, and she goes up and jumps in the air and stabs Mary in the side of the head with the knife, and it goes straight in, and you just hear crunch, and Mary just goes bam and just falls completely dead to the ground, and then she like while in the air, she like knifed her and then pulled it out, did a flip, and then just stood there. Right? She's just got this knife covered in blood.
Shit, he's like, whoa.
She's a fucking
ninja. Like, she had rabies. Didn't mean to have to fucking stab her to death, you fucking... he's like just spouting shit at her, like...
Oh.
And she just looks at you and she goes, come. And you're like, what? And she starts to walk back inside. And Bryson's like, yo, bro, that's like fucking homicide shit, man. I'm out of here, man. Fuck this shit. And, he just starts to like walk towards the door, and Zach is just, standing there like biting her nails. They both don't know what to do. So like Zach just is like, okay, Hannah, sweetie, can we just play? And like he just starts following after Hannah, and Hannah's like on a mission. She goes inside the the house. And if you'd like to follow her, you can, but you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, so that's it. That's weird. I'll sort of I won't follow it off the bat. I'll kind of be like, you do realize that's like murder, right?
I love Derek.
Yeah, and Hannah just ignores you, and she goes underneath the kitchen cabinet, and she opens up the kitchen cabinet and starts to duck underneath, and she pushes the back, and it just pops straight off, and it falls, and you realize that there's this little opening that goes into this shaft that's behind the set, this little crawl space, and she just looks at you and she's just like, come on, I'll show you.
Yeah, I look at Zach and look at Bryce and see what their reactions are to this.
Yeah, and Bryson's like, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't follow her, man. She's crazy.
I mean, I sort of shrug because I know I'm like old enough and ugly enough to sort of deal with whatever. I'd rather it be me than like Zach or Bryce. So
yeah,
I walk along like. Kind of
you'd have to crawl down to get in to fit in.
Yeah, I sort of I crouch down to sort of see if I can see what she's doing first. Like,
yeah.
And then
she's just crawling through this little. She's just crawling through this little this hole, like this little hallway. Like I said, it seems like it's a crawl space in between the set, like the walls of the set.
You're like, are you gonna like
in the studio?
Tell me what the fuck's going on here, or are you just gonna crawl?
I'm going to show you. Just shut up and follow me. And this is like the most Hannah has ever spoken a word to you.
I look at Bryce and Zach, and I'm just, sort of give a final salute and roll my eyes and just sort of go in.
Yeah.
Start to follow it.
And you start to crawl in, and as you're crawling in, like you actually have to squeeze in, but as you're crawling, you realize that you guys are in the part of the building that's meant to be like a UFO. And there are glass bottoms to parts of this building to make it look like there's like glass areas of a UFO, right? Because the whole building is this big circular thing, the studio, and it's on top of it. It's like a weird like building tower, and then there's like a UFO on top of it. So there are parts of it that are glass that actually look straight down that you didn't know were a thing, and like they're normally filled above you with these neon lights to make it look like all pretty and stuff when the crowd's looking at it from above. But so when you look down, as she's like pointing, you realize that this crawl space is just in between the lights so that the crew could go in and change the neon light bulbs if they ever needed to. And literally these little windows looking straight down, you can see the crowd that killed Joff. You can't see Joff's body, but you can see them all down there, like on the studio, just kind of like, and there's hundreds of them.
Yeah, so I start crawling, and I'm like looking, I'm like, eyes are going wide. On like I remember what Cassandra and what Gabe were like is this a bug or some shit?
And Hannah just looks at you and just, she doesn't know, and she just pulls out of her pocket a cigarette and then lights it and starts to smoke, and she's just like, shit's fucked up, man. Shit's real fucked up.
Spend one of those.
Oh my god, this is Hannah.
She goes and starts to yeah, she hands you one.
I'm like looking down, I just take it, put it in my mouth, lights it. I strike like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And Hannah just looks at you and goes, you know what this means, right?
What?
We're canceled. And she just gets an ironic smile across her face.
Means everyone on the outside is sick. This may be a quarantine zone.
We should probably get to the edge of it. See if there's like cops or a military or whatever. First thing we need to do is we need to get a TV.
Yeah.
I know where they got one.
Yeah, and he's just sort of in his own space, like just like slowly turning up the chin, like a cigarette.
Yeah, and she's like, they got one in the green room. where they used to do makeup for us and stuff when we first arrived. Remember that little TV set they had in there? Yeah, one of the bitches that did my makeup was watching Oprah on there. I know where it is. We're gonna have to get it, figure out what's going on.
Yeah, no, sort of like nod at her, like, when I brought my beer bottle with me, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Motion with my head for her to like lead. And as I'm looking into the crowd, I know it's like, I think it's some kind of rabies or something like that.
Yeah, you can see them, and well, the thing is that like you see a bird fly by, and all of them immediately look up and look at the bird like very excitedly.
Yeah, so I know it's some shit going on. Like
yeah, they're all acting very, very peculiar. You notice that these ones are moving a lot slower than Gabe and Cassandra were, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably make a mental note of that. Really think of anything at the moment. Yeah, I'll just I'll follow because
Hannah
back.
Yeah. Nice. And yeah, you guys start to crawl through the crawl space, and at this point, you guys kind of have come to a consensus, like, yeah, we should probably get a TV and figure out what's going on, right? So yeah, you guys go out into the crawl space, from out of the crawl space, and like Zach and Bryson are just waiting there, very, very, questioningly, like, where were you, what happened, etc.
Yeah, and I kind of emerge out, with a cigarette still, and like, take a draw from it. Cassandra, Gabe, all of them out there, same sickness.
What, like AIDS? Zach says.
Whatever.
And then Bryson, with the mention of AIDS, is just like, it's fucking gross, bro.
Well, whatever. Whether it be rabies, what, all of them lot out there, same symptoms. Be manic, animalistic. Don't understand.
Well, what do you mean? It can't be everyone.
Sort of like, I think, and I'm like, this strikes me as if it's airborne. Cassandra was fine until a certain moment. So I'm like, I think something's in the air. Something like rabies or some new strand. Just same thing that happened to Cassandra, Gabe, is happening to everyone outside.
You mean like Cassandra and Gabe are like the girl outside?
Girl? What? Huh?
Mary, whatever.
Yeah, like drooling and acting like animals.
Right.
Fuck me, I need a fucking drink.
You've had enough. Yeah, it's just like, I need a fucking drink, and Bryce is looking at you just like, bro, you're like holding one. He just gestures down to it like, bro.
Look, whatever the case, I think we're seriously fucked, alright? There is a sickness, and people are aware of it. We're in a quarantine right now, which means we have exactly 0 chance of getting out of here.
So...
I know all of like the CDC procedures. I've like looked into it and sort of researched it on all.
Yeah. Because you're a bored individual. Nice.
Exactly. So like in this particular scenario, if there is an outbreak, a certain area is quarantined, and that whole perimeter is quarantined, so no one can go on or in. So so I'm like, look, if this is a sickness going around, and we haven't got it, that means one or two things. Either we're immune,
right,
or we just haven't got it yet. Maybe you need to be bitten, or whatever.
That's like a lot of things to jump to a conclusion over them just acting weird, okay?
Right, just fuck. And like, I remember I'm watching a film, like 28 days later, and I know what this is, Well, look. From what I've seen, it goes from person to person. Cassandra gave it to Gabe. As I motion over towards, the door that's been, like, banged on.
Are you talking like cooties, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, and Bryson just kind of, like, steps back from Hannah a little bit.
Actual fucking cooties.
Yeah.
God damn it, Gabe. Or Bryson.
So...
I think we have a serious fucking case on our hands, alright?
Right.
For now, we just need to sit here, we need to bunker down, and wait.
But, like, what about the food? When we run out of food?
I ain't gonna run out of food, alright? Hopefully, in a couple of weeks, they'll come for us, right? They'll realise people are still alive, or still, not sick. Look into it.
Yeah, and Zach is just sort of like, yeah, that sounds good. Like, the military come in and just, like, fucking waste everybody.
Because, look, what we have right now is advantage, right? We have a place where we can be safe, we still have food, we still have water, we still have gas, electricity.
Hannah's sitting against one of the walls, like, with the knife or whatever, just kind of cleaning it off, and she's just looking at you, and she's like, still got 2 of those things upstairs, man.
Right, whatever, right? If we've still got an advantage here, right? It's better than being up here and isolated than being down there out like hundreds of those things, right? Wherever they are, if they're still people, if they're just sick, whatever, if we catch it from them, we're fucked. I know that, right? If we find out to be sick, we could be held, we might even be fucking shot if it's that contagious. My mind is going into like fucking overdrive right now.
Yeah, and Bryson's just like that wouldn't be cool to be shot, bro. I'm not getting shot, bro. No. Okay? Yeah, so let's just sit here, bro. I like that. Let's just sit here and just eat, and then like the military will come and save us or whatever.
Well, we have the advantage, right? We have the advantage of being able to see on the outside. If things get too bad, we can go. If not, we can sit here. And we should just play that advantage as much as possible. Now. Jesus, where's my fucking drink? As I've like finished the one I've got.
Yeah. And then Tyson's just like, bro, you need to clear your brain, man, because you're like, you like know what's going on and shit. So stop drinking. And then Hannah's still just there with the knife, and then she just looks at you, Derek, and it's just like, we still got 2 of them upstairs.
Alright. I slam my hand down. Let's fucking have him then. I sort of stand up. Hannah,
what do you have him, bro? Bryson's looking at you just like, what do you mean?
Well, if
then Zach is like, yeah, what?
Oh, I look at Hannah, I'm like, we can tie him down, right?
Hannah just kind of like cracks a smile out of the side of her face, and she's like, whatever you say, man. You know what I'd do.
Yeah, and I actually really need to piss right now, which is like why I'm so... I'm gonna sort of stand up, look at Hannah, and motion up towards the stairs. Just like, come on, let's like do something about this.
Yeah, Hannah goes up and she's like, you too, big guy. Bryson's just, just there, just like, what, bro? She just does this, and like he starts to follow up or whatever, and then Zach will kind of awkwardly follow behind. We see you guys start to walk up the stairs, and we're gonna cut away from you guys. We like as you guys are all walking up the stairs, we cut away, so you can pee now if you would like.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah. He's such a nice. Look at him. He's being so good. He's being so well behaved. Okay, friends and family of the recently deceased. We are going to cut to 2 individuals. What we see is a well-dressed figure with a white a velvet, like that pinky. It's not like pink, but it's like purple pink. What is that color?
Magenta?
Yeah, but like a magenta shirt on with a tie.
Oh.
Rolled up sleeves, really nice Rolex watch, holding the shirt of a man who's in a t-shirt into a thing of water, and we see him with a metal pipe bashing the back of this man's head open into the water.
Yeah.
And just like, fly, fucking die, you bitch. And then we see a horrified individual behind him standing there almost helplessly. As we get a zoom out, we see that it's Laszlo holding the pipe and this guy's head. He just bashed this thing's brains into the water supply for this building.
Yeah.
And we see behind him Bajan's character.
Oh boy.
He is somebody that works at the studio.
Yes.
I want to know what his job is and what his function is.
Yes. Tell me. Give me the deets, boys and girls. Do you want to give me a character sheet? Or
well, no, that's the thing. I'm going to give you an archetype based on what you are.
Okay, cool. All right. So, guys,
whatever I think fits you, and then you can tweak it a little bit.
Hey guys, am I like I feel like a writer would be the most funny.
So we're in character creation again, people.
Gosh darn it.
We are adding our very first character to Madhouse.
Yeah, exactly. He was a set deck